Alright. I have, if I'm right, I've already done all these things with you. Yeah. I also discussed Rahul and Jallianwala Bagh. Yes. You were not there. Okay. So this also I discussed. Yes. Yes. How about Surgery Yes. I think that's still there. So what I remember is I did not discuss the Rowlatt, Jallianwala Bagh, and the this. The third one. That's up until the signing commission we had discussed it. Yeah, but I don't think so that I have done Rowlatt and all in detail. Yeah, we have not done it in detail. More famous. Yeah. So what I have to do is I have to provide you details for these three things. Why? Because I'll give you a gist, okay, so that you can carry on with us. So basically, we were talking about Gandhiji's ideas. I want your attention. Excuse me, just for you. No, you can do it later. It's just for you. They have already done. Okay, so it's in this chapter we're basically focusing on Gandhiji. Okay, and we're focusing on Gandhiji's ideas. So when we talk about Gandhiji's principles, what do you guys think? What are the principles, girls over here? What are the principles of Gandhiji? Non-violence. Non-violence. Satyagraha. Do you know the meaning of Satyagraha? What is Satya? Truth. Everything based on truth. A movement based on truth. Non-violence, you understand? Okay, and then third. Guys, what's the third? Salt march is not the Gandhiji's ideas. Swadeshi. What is the difference between Swadeshi and boycott? Swadeshi and boycott was using boycott, whereas Swadeshi was producing your own goods. In the sense, Swadeshi in grade 10, I don't think so, I told you this, in grade 10 they give you a question, excuse me, in grade 10 they give you a question, the Swadeshi and boycott are the same, other, same sides, other, different sides of the same coin. Okay, so how do you prove that? So basically you have to talk about that what is Swadeshi. Swadeshi is about using your own goods, producing your own goods or using your own goods. Whereas there is a thin line. A boycott means do not use the foreign goods. So when I say do not use the foreign goods, I may involve retaliation. Because if I say that do not use her ideas, so somewhat she's very pissed with this, that why did she say do not use her ideas? Right? This causes retaliation, this causes a kind of a violence. May not physically but emotionally. Right? But when I say use only her ideas, so I never said it that that don't use her. I just said use only her ideas. You should not create a kind of a retaliation. So that's a thin line between a Swadeshi and boycott. So these are the things which we were discussing. And so you can see over here how we discussed about Mahatma Gandhi, how he was born, where was he born and all. And these were the things, non-cooperation movement. What is non-cooperation, guys?
Not cooperating with the British government.
Thank you. So Gandhiji was the one who started with the non-cooperation movement. Okay, so non-cooperation, as she said it, that Britishers, we will not be cooperating with the Britishers. And when I say we will not be cooperating with the Britishers, it's a big thing for Gandhiji to say this. So there must be some reasons behind it that he said it. So these were the 3 reasons. So the first, you were also not there last time?
I was there.
Were there? Good. So the 3 causes behind the non-cooperation movement is, the first is, guys, no, that's not a reason, yeah.
It was Roland
Khilafat movement. So what I'm doing today is, which I did not do last time, I did not do Rowlett. So I did not do. I did not do the 3 movements in detail. Okay, so I'm starting with those movements, and I'll keep giving you a small summary after this. Okay, so this is a small summary I have to give, and then we can carry on. So you can write down in your notebook, guys. Because this will be entirely used to be can be used in your boards and of course school exams. Were you there last time? Okay, guys, what do you exactly remember about Rowlett Act? What is Rowlett? What is that act which annoyed the big shot Gandhiji? Obviously, Indians are usually annoyed. Okay, Indians are usually not happy with the British idea. Yeah.
The Rowlett Act gives the government a lot of power to replace the political activities and allow attention of the political prisoners of the trial.
Yeah.
And they were prisoned for 2 years without any cause.
Yeah.
Basically, send them off to Andamanese prison and not allow them to be in contact with any form of media. So like they cannot without any trials.
I agree with you. So today, tell me about today. Like for example, if someone gets arrested, okay, for somebody is talking, don't know who, you? Yeah. No. Someone gets arrested. So does that person have an opportunity to go to the court?
They have a trial, yes.
Yes.
Everyone has a trial.
They do have a trial. So if someone is being arrested on the basis of the political case, in the sense that someone spoke against the government, you're not allowed to speak against the government. You know, na? In India. You can't. In democracy, India is a democratic country. So in democracy, you can speak against the government. However, government has every right to blame you for instigation. मतलब जैसे आप Facebook में I don't know if you come across this thing. It's 4 years back. This was a young boy, hardly 14 or 15. He got arrested. Why he got arrested is because he wrote a certain line, a certain statement, okay, on Facebook, which was against the government. As a democratic, so he got arrested, and why? Because there were a lot of people who joined that group and started speaking against. So what they said is that when he got arrested, some people claimed that in democratic country you can speak against the government. And said it's your right, but they said, but in democratic country you don't have right to instigate people. So तभी आपने ये देखा होगा WhatsApp group. अब things have reduced. ठीक है, पहले क्या होता था? I don't know if you know this. 4 years back and 5 years back क्या होता था? People used to form WhatsApp group. ठीक है, and WhatsApp group में इतने लोग out of nowhere they used to join, and people used to comment, keep commenting. फिर कितनी बार they have arrested the people who are the actual admins. So yeah, because you formed the group and you are speaking and you are instigating people. So tomorrow those instigated people may lead to a violence. Huh?
What about your freedom of speech? You are not allowed.
There is no freedom of speech. Let's just accept it. There is no freedom of speech. If you talk about that there is a freedom to, this is your constitutional and the fundamental right. ठीक है? तुम्हारा right to move into the country, right to settle in any part of the country or abroad. This is your fundamental right. आपका fundamental right was being taken away ना during COVID. Right. So what I'm trying to say is any time, whenever your right has to be taken away, will be taken. So just for namesake, you have things on papers. That is why you would find that a lot of people who enters into this instigation and all, they're usually in jail. Because in India, they don't take it. They don't take it gracefully. Now the generation is changing. Now the new government which is coming, they have the very educated political leaders as compared to our past. As compared to our past, now the new generation is coming, which I will not be naming. So they're educated. So their education, because of their education, the literacy level. Literacy, I didn't mean in terms of read and write. Literacy in terms of brain. That the brain function. Now things might change, but technically you don't have. Same is the case with Pakistan. Does Pakistan have democracy?
No.
On papers.
There has
On
not
papers.
been a single leader who has completed their term in Pakistan.
आप पाकिस्तान के papers उठाओ, constitution मतलब उठाओ, it says that we are a democratic country. But if you look at Pakistan, which will be coming, you will be reading at the end of this topic. When you look at this, Pakistan, they will say that Pakistan is not a democratic country; it's a military-based country. Everything is being controlled by military over there. So the difference, what I'm trying to say, is just for namesake. Some things are just for namesake. Or if you're ready to go to the jail. So then of course there's freedom for everything. Okay, so this is what. So Rowlatt Act is basically that where they brought an act. उसमें act ले आए कि हम तो किसी को भी जेल में डाल देंगे without any trial. क्यों? क्योंकि आपने हमारे against बोला था. Or you instigated people against us. So for 2 years you can be in jail. So this is what Rowlatt Act is. Okay, but this is one of the reasons of the Rowlatt Act. See, now you have to vary as per the question to question that what is being asked. One question would be that, why was Rowlatt Act passed? Or one question was, what is Rowlatt Act? So when the question comes, what is Rowlatt Act? What did Rowlatt Act bring? Then you talk about this political prisoner thing. Okay, but why was it passed? Then you have to talk about the Government of India Act 1919. Okay, so I'll make a difference for you so that you know it in exam what you need to write. And I don't know if I said it in this class, in grade 10 and 9 both, especially in 10 boards. So what they do is whatever you write first will be considered. Okay? So like for example, it's a 3-mark question. आपने जो first 4 lines लिखी हैं, those would be considered in your exam. So आपके जो अगर even like for example, a lot of students does it that they prefer to write everything. When you prefer to write everything, the examiner might not read it. So first 4 lines have to be the direct answer. Then last 4 lines can be the background, which you want to put it across. Are you clear? So be very specific with your answers that what is asked and what is not asked. So when you talk about Rowlatt Act, open your book. I'm giving you a task to do. Open your YouTube book, please. Yeah. So you'll understand the difference what I'm saying. Page number 38. If you can see Rowlatt Act. Does everyone have a book on their table?
Yes.
So take 2 minutes, read Rowlatt Act completely and the impact of Rowlatt Act. I'll ask one of you to explain. Yeah. We'll discuss this. Quickly. Can I have one volume? Can you share? Okay. Everyone? Finished? Can you start explaining? Not the effect, the other one, the first part of the Rowlatt.
So, ma'am, the Rowlatt Act said that during the First World War, during the First World War, India helped Britishers with the men, materials, and money, and they hope that, after the World War, they will get Swaraj, which is independence, I guess.
Yeah.
And then, the Government Act was passed in 1919, which this act giving some seats in the parliament, but not the Swaraj. So the Indians they started protesting uh, for Swaraj, like they hoped, as they said that they demanded for Swaraj, but to suppress Britishers, they started this problem.
Yes. So now this is what I was telling you. If the question comes, why was Rowlatt Act started? This is not what is Rowlatt Act. There's a difference between a Rowlatt Act and why was Rowlatt Act started. ये Rowlatt Act के background है. ठीक है? I'm sorry.
Rowlatt was passed to suppress political activity after the government.
That's one mark. So you have to do it for 3 marks. Okay.
There is more.
Yes. So over here, if this is the background of the, so क्या background है? What is First World War में क्या हुआ था? When was this First World War happened? 1914 till 1918. India ने क्या किया था? Help the British government. British किस basis पे? That what will you get? अरे तो Swaraj. To get Swaraj. What is Swaraj?
Complete
No. Independence. ठीक है? Complete independence, you can say Poon Swaraj. ठीक है? It is a Swaraj, but if you just add the word Poon over there, then it is complete. ठीक है? So Swaraj is just independence. Poon. P-U-R-N-A. Poon Swaraj. ये उसके after this thing happened. ठीक है? Initially what they were asking is, they were just saying it कि हमें independence दे दो. But that independence doesn't mean that you leave the country. Poon मतलब होता है when you leave the country. ठीक है? Complete independence. We are ready to work with the British Empire, within the British Empire, but we want our freedom, we want our ways to work. That was the demand of Indians initially, this time. ठीक है? अब उन लोगों ने क्या किया कि नहीं हम लोग तो तुम्हें स्वराज नहीं देंगे, क्या देंगे उसकी जगह?
Seats for the parliament.
Exactly. आपके पास already few seats हैं, ठीक है? थोड़ी और seats दे देते हैं. You take the seats, but we are not giving you your powers if you are expecting your powers. So since you did not give us, so Indians got agitated. They retaliated and they started with the which act? Rowlatt Act. Yeah. If the question comes that which act gave seats but not Swaraj? Government of India Act. A lot of children write Rowlatt Act. Be careful. Okay, so the Government of India Act is the one which gave the seats but not Swaraj. If the question comes, which act came before Rowlatt Act?
Government of India Act.
Are we clear with this? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No? Now let's talk about the effects of Rowlatt Act, which is actually the Rowlatt Act. Okay, let's read and tell me. You already read it?
Yes.
No.
Effects, no?
You told us to do it.
Take 2 minutes quickly. And any which ways you have to write this. People who have already read it can write this. You just have to write it in short. Lazy. Huh? Right. You wrote it. Ready with the effects of the Rowlatt Act, guys? Everyone? Start. Again.
But I am not.
It's completed then.
What is the last one?
So Indians protested. Are you finding it simple? Just tell me if you find little things difficult. I'll simplify. Effects of Rowlatt Act.
Okay, so number one, there was people started going on strikes. There was railway strikes. Workers stopped going to whatever they were supposed to do. Then there was heightened political activity. Basically, the Britishers detained a lot of political leaders, especially from Amritsar. And then Mahatma Gandhi was banned from going to Delhi because that might have caused enrage over there. And finally, the martial law was imposed in those regions.
So guys, what are the three things you would write when the Rowlatt Act comes? This is the background. Huh? Make it in short. Write down, I'll dictate it. Make it short for you.
Effects of Rowlatt Act or just Rowlatt?
Yeah, beta, just Rowlatt Act. Government got power. Government got power. Government got power to repress political party. Repress political party. Number two.
Political.
Party. ठीक है? Number two, detention of political prisoners. Detention of political prisoners without trial. Without trial for 2 years. Started with hartal. Number three, started with hartal. Hartal, you know, na? Everyone. hartal मतलब जब आप strike कर देते हो खाना पीना usually. Yes. A silent sitting. Mr. Tendency. Started a hartal on 6th. Started with hartal on 6th of April. Okay. So, if the question comes, what is Rowlatt Act? What will you write? So, you will write it in Rowlatt Act. Okay. In Rowlatt Act, the government got
power to repress political
Okay.
parties.
Number two,
Then there was
Detain
detention
political
of
prisoners without trial for
2 years. Number three, 6th April. आप पहले ही लिखोगे Rowlatt के लिए, ठीक है? And then you can just write it that why did this start? उसके background. If the question is for 2 marks, that is enough. 6th April तक. ठीक है? If the question is for 4 marks, then you have to give this. ठीक है? And the effect actually comes as impact in grade 10. Effect doesn't come as effect. It comes as impact. So write down the third heading, impact of the Rowlatt Act. How you have to write impact? Acha, I'll give you. Yeah. Impact of the Rowlatt Act. Write down number 1. Rallies, comma, strikes. So rallies, strikes. I'm just giving you the keyword. Rest you can combine it. कि rally किसने करी? Who gave the rally? People. ठीक है? And strike किसने करी? Railway workers ने, workshops ने करी and all these things. So in the class I'm giving the keywords. ठीक है? Rest you can combine. Number 2. Arrested nationalists. Clamp down nationalists मतलब यही होता है arrested nationalists. ठीक है? You can write number 2 arrested nationalists. Why do you think they were arresting the nationalist people? Yes. Good. Arrested nationalists. Number 3. Local leaders were barred from entering places. Local leaders में आप क्या किस किस का नाम दोगे? महात्मा गांधी दे देना. हाँ, correct.
But they're national leaders, they're not local leaders.
हाँ, उस you say सत्यपाल and all. Entering places. अब वो दिल्ली हो सकता है या you can just write down. And number 4. Attacks on bank, post office. Attacks on banks and post office. Attacks on banks. Number 5. Martial law was imposed. I'll explain. Martial law was imposed. Martial law was imposed. And number 6, General Dyer took command. General Dyer कौन था? हाँ, General Dyer is the one who took the charge and he started with this Jallianwala Bagh. Dyer. DYER. General Dyer took charge. ठीक है? So, yeah. अब martial law क्या था? Martial law, does anyone remember? No? Martial law in boys over here, pay attention. Martial law in Punjab was imposed. मतलब कि उसमें ये बोला गया था कि आप 5 से ज़्यादा लोग gather नहीं होंगे. ठीक है? So if the question comes, when was martial law imposed? After the Rowlatt Act. Be careful, boys. This is an important question. When was martial law imposed? After the Rowlatt Act. Was it imposed before the Jallianwala Bagh?
Yes.
Yes. Are you clear? So a lot of children does this mistake, common error. When the question comes that what are the causes of Khilafat movement? So they jumble it up. In a sense, पहले लिख दिया Khilafat, बाद में लिख दिया Jallianwala Bagh, उसके बाद लिख दिया Rowlatt Act. No. In history, everything is as per the years. इस Rowlatt Act के impact की वजह से Jallianwala Bagh हुआ. If Indians would have taken the martial law seriously, okay, there's also a mistake attached with Indians. अगर आप martial law ढंग से सुनते तो शायद Jallianwala Bagh होता नहीं. Then now again it's like it might not happen. Okay.
Then that's very
That's what happens. But what they are saying is that as per the historians, all the British historians said it, that you could have blamed us only when we won't have had imposed martial law. Then you could have said it. But we made it very popular, we made it very legal in front of you. You did not agree to our legal thing, that is your mistake. So now you blame anyone, but I'm talking in terms of British historians and the Indian historians. What was the debate between historians? Okay. So after this, after this. Are we clear? Now, the General Dyer took command. Is General Dyer associated with Jallianwala Bagh?
Yes.
Got the link? So this is the link between Rowlatt and Jallianwala Bagh. If the question comes, what was the link between Rowlatt and Jallianwala Bagh? What would you say? Martial law. Martial law and the General Dyer. They are the two links between the two causes. Any doubt? Effect will come as impact. Okay? Whatever, whenever you read your papers, impact. Let's start with Jallianwala Bagh. Take 2 minutes. Read your Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Just read the massacre, don't read the effect. What is India?
Very famous.
जैनिस हाँ नहीं अभी इसको बचा दिया
उसको मैंने किया भी क्या तुझे बताया था मैंने तुझे मुझे हाँ
गाली भी बोल रहा है शर्म नहीं आती गाली बोलने
इसको बोला अभी
Done?
ये माँ
और जलियांवाला बाग massacre is done. Do we have to?
No. Let's discuss first Jallianwala Bagh massacre. And you're talking now, what they've done?
This is so infuriating. The part where they say to produce the whole living.
Someone came to protest against the police for repressive measures and it had least to justify.
It's okay, just I'll do it after they start. Done, guys? Yeah. Jallianwala Bagh massacre, why did they gather?
They had gathered for the unrest after. Some had gathered to protest repressive policies, while others were there just to attend.
Yes. So you have to write the two reasons कि कुछ लोग repressive policies के लिए, that's one debate, because some others were gathered to attend the Baisakhi fair. That's one reason. Second, when did this incident took place?
13th April.
13th April. And
These people were outside from the city, that's why they did not know that the
martial law had been imposed. Okay. Entered the park. Open fire. Good. And was to produce a moral effect. What moral effect you wanted to produce? Create terror. Yeah, that is the power of the British government. You just write one line for Jallianwala Bagh because it's pretty easy, you can manage. Or you want to write the full thing. What's your opinion? I felt that you just need to write the date and moral effect, created a moral effect, and because the rest is a story. Okay, so you can manage this in your exam. So just write down the heading Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Rowlatt and Khilafat has a lot of details. That's why I'm giving it. These are simple ones. Jallianwala Bagh. Just write Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Just write 13th April. And next line, some people came to protest repressive policies. Some people came to protest repressive policies. Some people came to protest repressive policies. Whereas others gathered to attend. Whereas others gathered to attend a fair. Okay? And number 3, people belonged to outside the city, or people didn't belong to the city, whatever. So they were unaware of martial law. So they were unaware of martial law. Number 4, produced a moral effect. Produced a moral effect, you can explain in your own words and example. A moral effect. Any doubt? No, no. Now see the impact, Beta. Quickly read it. Produced a moral effect. And chicken? Sabi?
Sahib, sir.
Sirs. Chicken? Effects you've done? Can we discuss?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone? It's okay after this.
So, ma'am, when the news of the Jallianwala Bagh spread around, so people mostly from the North Indian side came out on streets for protest. And there were strikes, clashes, and government buildings were attacked. The government responded with brutal repression, seeking, and they humiliated people. And satyagrahis were formed. So then people were, they were forced to rub their nose on roads and salute sahibs or the military command.
Good.
People were forced, and villages around Pakistan, Punjab were bombed. And seeing this violence being spread, Mahatma Gandhi formed Rahul etc.
Called off. Because violence ho gaya na? Isliye called off. Now the thing is, the questions comes in two ways. Impact of Jallianwala Bagh on Indians or on Britishers. 2 marks each. क्योंकि Indians ने कैसे उसको react किया जलियांवाला बाग में और Britishers ने क्या react किया, so there are 2 different answers. Okay, so if you learn a general thing, you won't get marks. Okay, so you need to know keywords for both the things. So what you can write is write on the heading impact of Jallianwala Bagh. Okay, and उसके नीचे लिख दो subheading on Indians. First I'll give you the words for on Indians and then on Britishers. So we are clear with in our heads. On Indians के लिए you can write the words. Sure. Right on the first, crowds came to the street. Crowds, because 2 marks ke liye you need a lot of keywords. Crowds came to the street. Number 2, strikes, comma clashes, comma attacks. Clashes, comma attacks. Attacks किस चीज पे हुआ था? Strikes किससे हुई थी? क्या strikes means strikes? Clashes किससे हुए थे? Can you manage 2 marks? Half. You'll get it. 2 marks clear. 2 से ऊपर नहीं आ सकता. ठीक है? Now write down impact on reaction or whatever the heading was. Impact on Britishers. ठीक है? Impact on Britishers के लिए you write down brutal suppression. Sorry, brutal repression. Repress dabana. Repression. Brutal repression. Humiliate. And next, number 2. Humiliate and terrorize people. Okay? Terrorize people. Number 3. rub their noses on ground. Okay. And number 4, crawl and salam. Crawl means
Crawl.
Crawl. Walk on all.
on all. Good. And salam means
Salute.
salute. Good. Crawl and salam. Salute, yeah. Right, salute, SALE. And then next number, whatever it is, bombed, BOMBED, bombed. Okay. And this led to the calling of the movement. And so question comes, who called off the Rowlatt Act? Mahatma Gandhi. Are you clear with the words? Yeah, I don't remember now.
This led to the problem. They bombed.
नहीं उसको नाटक किया था
Bombed and attacked.
Salute. Fifth and sixth one is this led to fall off of Rowlatt Center.
Not the Rowlatt Satyagraha, called the Rowlatt Act, which is known as the Rowlatt Satyagraha.
Okay. So Rowlatt Act is dismissed after this.
Yeah. I explained you Khilafat movement last time. Who initiated the Khilafat movement? No, man.
There were two brothers.
Ali brothers.
Yes.
Ali brothers, Shaukat Ali and Muhammad Ali. And so these were the two brothers who started the Khilafat movement. And when the Khilafat movement started, what was the reason of the Khilafat movement?
After the Ottoman Empire.
Yes.
Related to Ottoman.
I'm listening. After the First
The
World War.
First World War, when the Ottoman Empire lost, the head of the Ottoman Empire, which was a secret caliph in all of the Muslims, he was being disrespected and humiliated, which is not
With the treaties.
with the treaties. And so all of the Muslims all around the world started to protest against.
And they made a Khilafat movement. And who supported the Khilafat movement? Mahatma Gandhi. And Mahatma Gandhi used Khilafat movement as an opportunity to
To unite
the people.
same, na, bring back both the category. That's what you said, na?
bring back
Same, ना वही तो वो कह रही है Ottoman rule तो Turkey में ही था ना Ottoman Empire Ottomans were in Turkey ना? Same, she said this. Write down the heading Khilafat. Ali brothers. Number 1, Ali brothers started the Khilafat movement. And number 2, First World War ended the ended the defeat of Ottoman Turkey. Yeah, you can write Ottoman Empire also. But bracket में लिख देना Turkey. Ended with the defeat of Ottoman Turkey. Ended with the defeat of, मतलब last में First World War के क्या हुआ था? Defeat of Turkey, Ottoman Empire जो थी, ठीक है? एक सेकंड. Rumor. Number 3. Rumor. There was a rumor. So just write rumor. Rumor was spread that the caliph had been imposed. Caliph is imposed with, had been or is being imposed with harsh restrictions. Has been imposed with harsh restrictions. Restrictions लिखो, treaties लिखो, कुछ भी लिखो, it's same thing. So due to this, Khilafat movement was formed. Okay? You don't have to write that. I don't think so. Any other keyword is there? This is important. Next point is Gandhiji. No. It's a pointer. Voice. Gandhiji. Next point. Gandhiji saw this as an opportunity. Opportunity to unite. Yes, dear. To unite Hindus and Muslims. Unite Hindus and Muslims. Any doubt till here? Khilafat clear? Let's just recap quickly because these are confirmed questions in grade 10 as for the last 10 years. Okay, so Rowlatt is basically which is that act which was passed before Rowlatt?
Government of India Act 1990.
Thank you. And in Government of India Act, what was imposed?
That was given to women, but not to Swaraj.
Swaraj. What do you mean by Swaraj?
Independence.
Okay. Does it mean complete independence?
No.
If we add the word, which is the word? Poon Swaraj means complete independence. Then after this Government of India Act, we came up with a
No.
Effects of the impact or effects, right? Effects of the Rowlatt Act. What was the effects of the
Nationalist.
Okay. Fourth,
Martial law was imposed.
what is martial law?
More than 5 people
Cannot gather together. Who took the command?
General.
How is Jallianwala Bagh and this Rowlatt Act connected? Because martial law was imposed. When you talk about Jallianwala Bagh massacre, what are the 3 things?
Some people were there to oppose political.
Yeah, and some were to attend a fair. Good. Then
It produced a moral.
it produced a moral effect, and then you can talk stories. The General Dyer, blows the exit, and firing, bullets, everything we are not writing. So make sure you're reading the book, textbook. And I prefer grade 10 CBSE textbook because that will include, okay, because from there the questions come. But I've checked it, so UP has covered everything. Okay, so you don't have to worry as it, but just for a backup plan. Safer side, just read that. Okay, that's one thing. Jallianwala Bagh is sorted. Okay, then Khilafat.
Started with
Ali brothers. Give me the 2 names of Ali brothers. Then after this,
first World War ended with the defeat of the Empire. Rumor was spread that Ali was supposed to be passed.
yeah, next.
There was rumor that Khalif had basically restrictions.
I'm sorry, I missed out 2 things.
Rumor was spread.
Okay. Ottoman Emperor, that is an Ottoman Empire basically. Caliph. What's the Ottoman Empire? You have to name it as Caliph. In Turkey. So in your exam, they'll look out your words. Muhammad Ali, Shaukat Ali, Ali brothers. Ali brothers के bracket में लिख देना Muhammad Ali Shaukat Ali. You'll get half mark. Half mark you'll get it in your this thing. Ottoman. Ottoman Empire के साथ bracket में Turkey लिख देना है, comma करके Turkey लिख देना. Half mark, clear. ठीक है, got 1 mark. 3 marks question usually. ठीक है, then you write the 2 points. कि खिलाफत मूवमेंट First World War का नाम दे देना. If you give First World War name, over there they will count the keyword as half. That is how the checking is done. Okay, so I'm telling you that because we look for words when we're checking. कि इसमें words है कि नहीं है, because stories तो everybody will write. Stories tension नहीं है. The problem is that when children write stories, उसमें words नहीं होते. So that's how we can't give marks because the key is there, answer key is there. So answer key के हिसाब से we have to give, we are allowed to give marks. Are we clear with the checking also? How the examiner looks at this? Now the impact. अगर हम जो impact की बात करें, जलियांवाला बाग की, Indians पे क्या impact था? What is the impact on Indians?
Crowds came to streets and attacked.
Came to attack लिया, crowds लिया, what else?
Strikes.
Strikes, splashes. 2 marks. ठीक है? What's the next thing for Britishers में क्या लिखोगे?
Brutal repression, humiliating and terror.
Boy earlier. Yeah. Tell me the words. Yeah. हाँ. Yes. Are we clear? Tell me this thing, if the question comes कि non-cooperation के causes to be understood, okay? But non-cooperation as in as a short note, what would you write?
All this.
That's one point.
Okay.
Okay.
And the causes of non-cooperation.
Okay, 3 causes. This
Rather
is
than why did they stop the non-cooperation? Because of the there was violent outbursts and there was the burning of police station.
just violent outburst.
Yeah.
ठीक है, what I'm trying to say is you'll get marks on the basis of सबसे पहले we wrote about what she said it, that what is non-cooperation movement started by initiated by Mahatma Gandhi.
In the causes of
उसमें मिला आपको 1 mark. I'm talking about your 4 marks. Second mark कैसे मिलेगा?
causes
In one line. Otherwise you'll not finish a paper. Causes of the non-cooperation movement में what she is saying is, she said the 3 causes list किए. 3 causes जब आपने list किए, so 3 causes में से every cause के जो most important points हैं, most important, I'm sure you can judge the most important point. Strikes, हड़ताल कभी most important नहीं होते, ठीक है? You have to use the martial law word, okay? You have to use just ensure that 2 lines each you are giving it, so you get 1 mark only for this, ठीक है? 1 + 1 2. उसके बाद कैसे लिखोगे non-cooperation? उसके बाद क्या हुआ था?
The non-cooperation was called off because of violent outbursts, which Mahatma Gandhi did not.
That's the 4th point. 3rd point क्या लोगे? That's 3 marks. बीच में क्या डालोगे इससे पहले? क्योंकि एक बार you have done the call off, you can't write anymore. You have ended the conversation. ना? तो उससे पहले क्या डालोगे? What is that one thing you will put? Committee बैठी थी, क्या कहते? There was a committee, ठीक है? उस कमेटी में क्या हुआ था? उन लोगों ने बोला, महात्मा गांधी ने कहा कि यार यहाँ पर तो इश्यूज ही इश्यूज हैं, राउलेट है, आ रहा है, एंड दस मेनली क्या हुआ था कि खिलाफत से हुई थी सब चीज. उन्होंने बोला कि उस महात्मा गांधी ने ही ब्रॉट द लीडर्स, ठीक है, उस कमेटी में, और जब उन लीडर्स को बुलाया तो लीडर से बात करी कि देयर आर लॉट ऑफ कम्युनिटी इश्यूज, कि हमारी सपोर्ट खिलाफत को भी, आई मीन मुस्लिम्स को भी रिक्वायर्ड है, ठीक है, लेट्स डू समथिंग अ ब्रॉड बेस्ड थिंग. Because क्या हुआ था कि राउलेट was not a very broad based, राउलेट was very limited, क्योंकि क्या उसमें सिर्फ एक कम्युनिटी इन्वॉल्व थी, ठीक है, राउलेट मेजरली सिर्फ एक कम्युनिटी इन्वॉल्व थी. खिलाफत में क्या हुआ था कि महात्मा गांधी ने यूज कर लिया था ऑलरेडी हिंदूज को वापस ला दिया, so it's a broad based thing. So they decided in that committee कि now we have to take this very seriously, the non-cooperation movement after खिलाफत movement happened. So खिलाफत issue was being taken on a very serious note, and उसके बाद civil disobedience आ गया था. Are we clear? कि कैसे चीजें start हुई थी? So what you can do is, I'm sure you can mention, you can do your short notes, ना? Non-cooperation mode you can manage. Yeah, in a test, whenever you have a test or something, we'll try to put up the non-cooperation thing. So you write it there. That'll also go through your paper. So you understand if you've written something or not, everything. Can you all manage the best of the points from, excuse me, last voice. Can you all manage the best of the points from 3 things? Rowlett or in some way? Yeah. You're asking me or I didn't get you. Oh, what's the link between?
Can we add?
Of course, that's the most important thing. Martial law, general diet, most important.
Political activity was repressed, martial law was imposed
Imposed.
by general diet for Rowlett Act. And Jallianwala Bagh, hundreds of people were killed. And on the
13th April, huh.
And that reduced our effect. That was happened. And for the Khilafat movement, large scale movement that brought Hindus and Muslims together.
Correct. Underline the keywords. Example. Okay, keep underlining the keywords. Now come to this page number 40 and just read it. Don't need to write as such. Just read the non-cooperation. How could non-cooperation become a movement? Do you understand this? The causes behind the non-cooperation movement and actual non-cooperation movement are different. Do you understand this thing that causes behind something and actual something are different things?
Yes.
Yes. This is what we did today also. I told you now about this Government of India Act. What is that Government of India Act?
The
Cause behind
Rowlett Act.
the start of Rowlett Act. And what is Rowlett Act?
Rowlett Act is basically repressing political activity and also martial.
Will you be careful because this is very tricky. Okay, there will be a thin line in the question. Okay, कि आपको समझना पड़ेगा what are they expecting? Last voice, if they are expecting you to write the cause or if they are expecting you to write a short note. Okay, why was Rowlett Act launched? Government of India Act. What was Rowlett Act? Political prisoners. Impact of Rowlett Act? Political prisoners. Okay, why was Jallianwala Bagh launched?
Martial law.
Martial law, thank you. Since martial law had been imposed, the General Dyer got annoyed, irritated with that thing, instigated this thing. What is Jallianwala Bagh? Then you will start with your 6th April and all that stuff. Are you getting the difference between the two questions? If the question comes, what is the cause of non-cooperation movement? Three causes. Three causes. Jallianwala, Rowlett Act and Khilafat movement. What is non-cooperation movement is we are doing now. Yes, we haven't done what is non-cooperation movement yet because वो उसके पीछे की story थी. Yeah, ठीक है? आप एक बार non-cooperation movement फटाफट you read it. Finished? No, beta. How could non-cooperation movement become a movement? Finished? Boys. Too much chit chat, huh? I usually think girls would just.
Australia is still a territory of the British. It is still a Commonwealth. It is still under the British.
Commonwealth, but ऐसे मतलब not control नहीं. They have their own rules.
Yeah, they do. But it is still considered a territory of the
तो वो तो फिर सबके लिए टेरिटरी कंसीडर होते कॉमनवेल्थ में तो इंडिया भी पार्टिसिपेट करता है
British. It is a part of the British Empire. That's what I mean. They still.
on paper maybe
Yeah, okay.
I
It
will
is,
not-
yeah, you should look into it. On paper, it is.
I'll check I have not
That was sponsored.
I didn't read about Australia but done
No, ma'am.
तुम
At least from what I
Ma'am,
know.
तो you get it from there ना if you're getting disturbed
Okay, I guess it was according to the British hospitals. Then Australian
चलो start what have you understood from non-cooperation हिंद स्वराज में क्या लिखा था as per the book हिंद स्वराज
that the British would have collapsed if Indians would have not cooperated with them within a year.
So we
But the people have been going on for this long because of the cooperation of India.
next
India cooperated.
since India ने cooperate किया
British will
that is the reason that British will continue if they wouldn't have so
They would have went down.
collapse in Swaraj आया था एक ही साल में that's what written in the book how could non-cooperation became a movement
because Gandhiji decided to unfold this movement with his stages.
stages
The first one being everyone had to surrender their titles.
Titles.
Basically, civil servants, any operational cadets, lawyers, everybody surrendered. But this was also not very effective because they had no other place to work.
boycott of
British
Services.
boycott of ठीक है गवर्नमेंट ने क्या यूज किया a full civil disobedience campaign would be launched let's understand after non-cooperation civil disobedience आएगा ठीक है and summer 1920 में क्या decide हुआ था
went and popularized the movement.
why did they go
Popularized the movement.
why to
Get support from
to get support and so within the Congress do you think so people were concerned about the proposals why because they believed in
lead to violence.
yes they believed they were moderates remember did I do this last moderates
No.
okay moderates extremists में क्या था कि कांग्रेस में इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस जो थी
We've done.
I didn't know
Yes. Moderates and extremists, yeah,
तूने घर पे किया
but we are not.
हाँ
रिवीजन तो रिवीजन कर लेते
Discussing Congress divisions के बारे में.
अब क्या हुआ था it's okay it's a small thing it's okay it's just a 2 minutes thing So basically क्या हुआ था कि कांग्रेस जो थी, we only had one political party in India, that is the Indian National Congress.
Yes.
And Indian National Congress, आपको पता है, it was a political, it was a revolutionary organization, all that stuff we covered. Remember? That's a revolution. What is revolution? Good. To bring change. अब कांग्रेस में पहले 20 years, the first 20 years were ruled by these people. ठीक है? First 20 years, moderates. Moderates मतलब ये होता है कि मैं I'll ask for things, which is a very legal way of doing it. अगर आपको लड़ना ही है, so why are you in the part of the political party? Then you go and find a separate secret society. या अपनी एक अपनी political party बना लो, which is an illegal thing. Because this is not supposed to be a political party. Because a political party meant to go and talk. It's not important कि आप जो बोलोगे वो आपको मिल जाएगा. But that is the job of a political party. So first 20 years moderates ने उसको rule किया था, ठीक है? After 20 years क्या हुआ? क्योंकि eventually लोग बढ़ते जाते थे, leaders बढ़ते जाते थे and all these things. People एक दूसरे को instigate करते थे, influence करते थे and all these things. So a lot of within the political party there was a rise of the group which is known as extremist. Extremist मतलब होता है आपको मुझे देना ही पड़ेगा नहीं तो मैं violence करूँ. That's what extremist is. So उसके बाद क्या हुआ? The moderates people, they were the real owners. उनका एक ही ओपिनियन था कि आपको लड़ना है, बाहर जाके लड़ो. डोंट यूज कांग्रेस एज अ मीडियम. अगर आप कांग्रेस से लड़ोगे, मतलब कांग्रेस के अंदर बैठ के लड़ोगे, सो व्हाट वुड हैपन इज द ब्रिटिशर्स विल नॉट इवन लिसन टू अस. यू गेटिंग इट? मतलब आज आपके पास सिर्फ एक मीडियम है ब्रिटिशर्स तक पहुंचने का, दैट इज कांग्रेस. अगर आप उस मीडियम को भी खत्म कर दोगे, देन देयर इज नो सेंस. सो देयर वाज अ स्प्लिट विद इन द कांग्रेस कि जितने एक्सट्रीमिस्ट पीपल थे, दे लेफ्ट द कांग्रेस और उन्होंने अपनी पार्टीज बना ली. नॉट नेसेसरली दिस, सीक्रेट सोसाइटीज बनी थी, सुभाष चंद्र बोस ने बनाई थी, आईएनए, एंड सिंगापुर से बनी थी. सो लॉट ऑफ कंट्रीज इन्वॉल्व हो गई थी इसमें. ठीक है? आर वी क्लियर? सो व्हाई आई यूज दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ दिस लाइन. Many within the Congress, can you see? Many within the Congress were, however, concerned about the proposals. So who do you think would be concerned about the proposals? Moderates. Are you all clear with this? Moderates. उसके बाद क्या होता है? They were reluctant. What was the reluctant is? Reluctant to
The non-competition movement.
हाँ, council elections. क्यों reluctant है?
They were like not able to participate in the council
Exactly.
elections.
उनका काम सिर्फ सिंपल था. सी सबको अपनी अपनी जॉब समझनी पड़ेगी. अब तुम्हारा काम सिंपल है यार, मेरा तो काम है ना. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू हैव अ क्लास मॉनिटर इन क्लास, ठीक है? अब क्लास मॉनिटर का काम होता है, व्हाट इज जॉब ऑफ क्लास मॉनिटर?
Represent the class.
रिप्रेजेंट द क्लास. अब वो क्लास मॉनिटर ने उठ के लड़ना शुरू हो जाए, सो हु वुड वांट यू टू लिसन? नोबडी. क्योंकि आपका तो काम था ना, दिस इज योर जॉब. आपकी जितनी मर्जी वॉयलेंस की क्लास में, जितनी मर्जी रिटेलिएशन की, but that is your job to calm them down. It is your job, even if you don't believe in it. So वो अपनी जॉब कर रहे हैं. उन्होंने कहा यार मैं क्या करूँ? I understand that you have issues. I understand all these things, but why would I go and fight for it? Because I have to see that the council elections are not seats with. ठीक है? Are we clear? Next 3 months क्या हुआ था months में? Boy हुई हो September to December में. Do you know where are we reading?
There was an intense tussle.
What is tussle?
There were fights.
Good. फिर no meeting point between the supporters and the opponents. ठीक है? Finally क्या हुआ?
December 1920 they passed.
Compromise.
Was worked out, the non-competition program was adopted. Are we all clear?
Yes.
All right. I'm just giving you keywords. Okay, no description. Just write down the heading non-cooperation. Write down the first keyword, Hind Swaraj. Hind, Hind. Hind Swaraj. Hind Swaraj के ब्रैकेट में लिख लो महात्मा गांधी's claim. What was Mahatma Gandhi's claim in Hind Swaraj?
That the British government have collapsed within a year. Indians stopped war.
Who's doing this? Who's going? Mahatma Gandhi, it would collapse. Okay? Number 2,
What were we supposed to write in the
Mahatma Gandhi's claim. This will be managed.
Yes.
Second, Gandhi. Second point, Gandhi proposed that it should unfold in stages. It should unfold in stages. Okay. Number 3, surrender, comma, boycott. You'll manage now surrender of what?
Their titles.
Titles. Boy over there. Boycott of
Boycott of the goods.
and
Surrender of
Civil service.
and boycott of what?
Civil service.
Civil service. Okay, and all this. Army, police, force. You should know 3, 4 things. Okay, just don't rely on goods. Number 3, number 4, whatever. What is number 4?
Ma'am, surrender, boycott.
That's it.
Surrender, boycott are the keywords. Okay. Number 4 is repression. Who used repression?
Britishers.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Repression. तो देखो which way? Number 4, repression. Number 5, tour.
Tour.
Tour. T-O-U-R. Tour.
Tour.
Tour. Bracket में लिखो tour के MG. That is Gandhi and Shaukat. Ali.
MGS.
Whatever. MG Mahatma Gandhi लिख लो या Gandhi and Shaukat Ali.
Yes.
ठीक है. Now, next is what? Which point? Number
6.
6, 7.
6.
6 is within the Congress.
Division.
Within the Congress bracket concerned. यार क्योंकि division ना बाद में हुई थी official division, इसलिए I'm not giving the word division. क्योंकि ये तो मैं story first 20 years की बता रही हूँ. Within the Congress.
7.
Number 7. Few were reluctant.
We can write this few were reluctant in the same one.
You can if you want to. Few were elected as council elections were scheduled. Few were elected as council elections were scheduled.
They were elected.
As council elections were scheduled. Next point, September-December dash. September to December में क्या हुआ था? September में slide SCP है. September to December bracket में लिखो tussle. Tussle किसमें हुआ था?
Congress.
Good. And last point लिखो. Congress session. Tussle. Last point लिखो Congress session. Bracket में लिख दो नागपुर 1920. नागपुर December 1920.
December 19.
ठीक है, bracket close. Compromise and NC was launched. NC, non-cooperation. Non-cooperation was launched. Now explain. I gave you the keywords. Now you join and tell me. Who's telling me?
What to tell them?
You want to tell? Start. You start and then we can continue.
In Swaraj, Mahatma Gandhi's book, it claimed that
Hind.
Hind
Is the book.
Swaraj.
Correct.
is
Okay,
the
so
book,
I thought it was.
which according to Mahatma Gandhi's claim that the British rule will collapse if Indians started to not stop cooperating with the Britishers
Okay.
within a year. Then he said that non-cooperation movement could be successful if it unfolds in stages. The stages would be like surrendering of civil posts, their titles, boycotting of courts, schools, British goods.
Okay.
And if it was meant with the repression by the British, a full non-cooperation movement and civil disobedience would be launched.
Not UNC. Full civil disobedience.
Civil disobedience will be launched.
Yeah. Good. Continue. After this.
To the summer.
Yeah, use your keywords ना या तुम book पढ़ रहे हो. Use your keywords and join it. What's the sense then of the keywords?
अरे प्योर वाला इजी वाला
अरे I know.
You know it.
Word of MG.
MG
का full form होता है.
But every day you have to go.
Mahatma Gandhi and Soviet and they were like.
Mahatma Gandhi and Shaukat Ali, they were like what?
They fought extensively mobilizing popular support from them.
Tell me in your own words. क्या किया उन्होंने mobilize Shaukat Ali ने? Mobilize ना support gain करा.
So
Mobilize.
they were moving here and there.
And actually they were traveling and trying to get the support of
Don't write it like this. Write exam. They were traveling and like
They were moving.
touring. That's why I gave you the word touring. There's a difference between traveling and touring.
Moving.
After this,
They are going.
They were concerned between the.
after this, boys. After this,
Congress were concerned about
these proposals.
why?
There were elections.
Because elections of
Election
scheduled
scheduled for they needed seats.
Next, continue.
In the months of September and December.
not you and in the month of September there was an interest to the Congress party.
Then,
Then in the eighth Congress session, Nagpur, 1920 December.
yeah.
Finally, at the Congress session that was held in Nagpur in the year 1920, in the December, a compromise was worked out and the non-cooperative program was started for the doctor.
Good. Are we all clear with NC? Yes, differing strands, Hind, Swaraj, ये सब लिख लोगे book वगैरह? Book. ठीक है और वो टूर लिख लोगे नागपुर सेशन 1920 अगर 4 मार्क का आ गया क्वेश्चन तो नागपुर सेशन जरूर लिख देना एंडिंग कर देना उससे नागपुर सेशन से स्टार्ट हिंद स्वराज से कर देना ठीक है बीच में यू कैन पुट थिंग्स टूर एंड ऑल शौकत अली महात्मा गांधी का नाम डेफिनेटली दे देना यू गेट 1 मार्क ठीक है सो पिक अप इफ यू आर फॉलिंग शॉर्ट ऑफ टाइम if you're falling short of time so you should have things अगर short of time है तो boycott और surrender word use करके एक word लिख देना साथ में ठीक है then also you get marks but if you have time write it properly if you don't have time you have to pick some things important ones clear easy
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक but we have covered the major part so लोग एक बार come to the page number 37
On the page
37 एक बार सत्याग्रह देख लो सत्याग्रह the idea of सत्याग्रह just read your idea of सत्याग्रह marks
very शांत
What happened?
He's telling us that.
just ask
so you are spoiling it a little
Oh, man, I'm reading.
Done? Whatever it is, I'll make you explain. Idea of satyagraha. Yeah, you again. तुम लोगों को सेक्शन 2 में तो चॉइस होगी ना, मेकिंग ऑफ द ग्लोबल वर्ल्ड और एज ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. नो चॉइस. I have to do all 5. Earlier there used to be choice. तुम लोग just open your main textbook, page number 30, 31. NCERT. So what I want to tell is, boys over here, I'll ask you to leave the class. I find it so much wrong. General. Okay, for to let you know, I've covered 30 to 33. Okay, your syllabus so far 30 to 33. Okay, 30, 31, 32, 33. 4 pages we have covered. So what you can do is at home, just go through these 4 pages. Okay, if you feel, 4 pages. Okay, if you feel that there is something which you have not understood from these pages, okay, you bring it to me in the next class itself. Yeah, whenever it is. Whenever it is, I'm not checking. Okay, so you bring it to me. The reason is because if you skip, then I'll take up another topic and then coming back becomes difficult. Okay, because that's a base. Because everything is connected over here. Okay, so and what I'll check is in your book, the CBSE textbook, you have to carry your CBSE textbook in the next class and carry your main beauty book also. I'll check your underlined versions. Okay, you underline whatever is important in your book. If you want to write a short note, write a meaning. Okay, anything you want to do, but I want this book to be used properly. Okay, so I'll check it in the next class. That's the thing. Now, idea of satyagraha. Let's just discuss idea of satyagraha. What is idea of satyagraha? Mahatma Gandhi did what?
From South
He suggested that if the cause is choose the struggle for the
Why are you reading it? Explain na in your own words. क्यों देख सकते हो?
that the Indians just seek the certificate.
Yes.
Yes. That is the injustice for justice. You can fight without any physical vengeance and in the fight through this, the people and had to consider it. They also believe in the certificate and non-violence. And by this struggle, the people got until the
Good.
and the non-violence will bring all the
Any doubt with the idea of satyagraha, guys? Boys at the back. It's easy, na? Now, differing strands within the movement. Okay? And differing strands means आपको ये देखना पड़ेगा कि different opinion. मिडिल क्लास ने कैसे रिएक्ट किया, पेजेंट्री क्लास ने कैसे रिएक्ट किया. So every single class, how did they retaliate to non-cooperation, or how did they support the non-cooperation, all these things. That's our job to see. And what do you mean by economic impact? Economic का मतलब क्या होता है? Money. Economic impact of the non-cooperation movement is another story. Okay, कैसे money wise हमें कि handlooms went up. What is handlooms went up?
Handlooms came in the
Abhi, did you see this Alamut Met Gala?
Yes, of course, of course.
Which
No,
guy?
Met Gala went up.
She was sari. She was
अच्छा हाँ
It was hand embroidered by local weavers.
Local weavers. And how many local weavers were involved? Yeah, it took a lot of days, and it is somewhere very symbolic to the Indian culture, because now Indian culture doesn't have it. It's the clothes which we wear now, and it's machine made. It's entirely machine made. That कोई भी brand उठा लो, and machine made is very cheap. Very very cheap because it doesn't require labor, but actually it's so expensive. अगर आप brand का नाम देखोगे, so as for the brand name, technically everybody is using a machine made. I'm not saying the quality of the product is not there. I'm not saying that. Yes, the quality of the product is there. No denial for this thing. But a quality of product, a quality of the cloth will only have a limit of expense. बाकी सब आपका brand name होता है. आप जब सेल पे चीजें निकालते हो, let me talk simply. आप 70% 80% सेल होती है वीवर. Stop it girls. 70-80% सेल होती है. आपको क्या लगता है 70-80% वो लॉसेस में निकालते हैं? कुछ नहीं बढ़ाते हैं. लॉसेस में कोई नहीं निकालता है. वो भी प्रॉफिट है. But your profit decreases. मतलब you understand this thing कि अगर आप कोई चीज फ्रेश बेच रहे हो, let me talk a simple brand, Benetton.
Which brand?
Benetton.
Or Nike. अगर even if I say Nike is a normal brand, so if I get Nike on fresh arrival में, it is of course expensive.
New one.
ठीक है, new one. And वही आपको थोड़े टाइम बाद जब आपको जुलाई वगैरह में सेल लग जाती है, 60% 50% लग जाती है. उनका प्रॉफिट अभी भी है.
Just little less.
Little less. So what I'm trying to say over here is the product cost is very less. But उसको जो बेचा जाता है वो सब आपके ब्रांड के बेस पे बेचा जाता है. So brand popularity. यही कोई ऐड कर दे महात्मा, ये प्यूमा का ऐड कर दिया इसने विराट कोहली अनुष्का शर्मा ने. Puma will go up. The prices will go up. क्यों? क्योंकि अनुष्का शर्मा ने वो promote किया. Not everyone believes, but you will find a major chunk of people believes in this. Major chunk. Okay. So
I was discussing this with
brand endorsements, ambassadors, and they earn a lot of money.
Yes.
They get free products. इनको क्या है? They get money also, and along with that they get free things. Everything is free. The whole year membership and 2 years, 3 years membership. Can go and pick up anything from the store. ठीक है? Are you clear with this? So this is what you have to understand over here. How impact is being created and how changes economic boycott and economic impact that come. Take spend 2 minutes. Whatever I taught you is just given over here. So from page number 40, differing stance is given, and you need to read the economic impact of non-cooperation.
Okay.
Quickly. Oh, there's no time.
3 minutes.
At least read the first 3 lines.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
क्या हुआ?
At the moment.
Oh my god.
Guys, quickly, last slide.
Destructive.
How did the non-cooperation movement unfold? When did it begin?
1921.
Who participated?
Not
Not only Shaukat Ali Umar.
GNSA.
Along with this, And remember this thing, non-cooperation was known as non-cooperation खिलाफत movement. ठीक है, because ये basically आपके खिलाफत issue से राइज हो गया था, बहुत अच्छा राइज हुआ था खिलाफत से, जैसे जलियांवाला बाग राइज हुआ था आपके राउलेट से, ऐसी खिलाफत की वजह से इतना लंबा नॉन-कॉपरेशन. And see the first group, boys. See the first group, middle class in towns. Who participated? Who participated?
Teachers, lawyers. Student, teachers, lawyers. Student, teachers, lawyers.
Student, teachers, lawyers. And then what was boycotted? Council elections were boycotted. Where? Which provinces? All provinces except Madras. And because Brahmins ने क्या सोचा था? Brahmin community ने क्या सोचा था? What was the thought of the Brahmin community? कि why we don't, because Madras में हमारा जो mainly जो community थी वो Brahmins थी. Brahmins को लगा कि अगर हम इसको support करेंगे तो it just gives us an access to a super power. ठीक है, और हमें उस super power की जरूरत है क्योंकि हम तो वैसे caste system में सबसे ऊपर हैं. So that's why that province didn't support. Are you clear with the reason?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us this.
I can't hear you.
Catch.
So what did you say?
Is a book.
I'll read this.
Excuse me.
Need some time. Today.
Can you please pass this book? Can you please pass this book?
You'll bring it in the next class. Before the class, I'll read.
Let's eat cutlet first. Let's eat.